Hey guys, it's Eureka. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone. So I'm going to be trying a crochet lock style on my locks. And as you guys can see, I do not have a retwist because I'm really trying to not manipulate my hair too much in terms of twisting it too often. So I really want to try this style with no retwist and see how it comes out. So I'm not even gonna waste your time. Let's just get straight into it. I'm using this hair, which is called Niseo. I got it on Amazon, and it comes pretty much like this, and it comes with a crochet needle. Hopefully, I'm not gonna need it for what I have in mind, how I want to do this. And I think it has 8 packs actually, and it's 1B. I've been red for the past, I think, 3 years almost. So we're really trying something different, okay? And then to wrap the locks, I'm using this one, which is the Outre Expression 2X Afro Twist, and 1B as well. I'm going to link the Faux Loc for you guys on Amazon from where I got it. It was a pretty good deal because I got it for the Prime Day thing. But anyways, I'm going to do the back of my hair. As always, I'm going to come back and show you guys how I'm doing it. Alright guys, so it's actually a couple of days later, and before I get into it, I just want to say some things really quickly. So I actually did end up running out of hair. I actually went to my beauty supply store and I ended up getting the 3X instead, which is basically just like the 2X, but it's 3X and it comes with 3 different packages. And honestly, I'm going to say use the 3X instead of the 2X, because the 3X was a lot better, a lot longer, because I really underestimated the length of my hair. It looks like this, but child, the 12 just wasn't enough. So I ended up getting the 3X and 16 inches in 1B. So I'm going to leave the 2X because I do have some pieces in the back that are 2X. However, please use the 3X if you can find it. All right, so let's get into the tutorial. So for this, I'm not using anything except for oil. So I'm just gonna put the oil in these parts here. Alright, so this is pretty much how I'm doing them. Once I hook the hair onto the crochet needle, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it at the end of my hair. So once I have it at the end of my hair, then I just go ahead and I pull the lock through, and I pull the lock about halfway up. And I actually did some like this, so that it's easier, so that I can make sure it's secure. However, because of how thick my hair is, some of them ended up looking like a little bit too bulky, and I wasn't feeling that. So when I got to the front, I kind of like figured out to do it this way, which once I get about halfway, then I just twist my hair with the lock. And then I wrap the little ends, I wrap it so that I make sure it is secure. All right, and so it ends up looking pretty much like this. So once I have that, I take the spring twist, and this is how the 3X looks. So the ends are like this, so I kind of like fan them out. Then I just take the ends and I just start wrapping my hair with it. So I'm gonna put it like this and just start wrapping. I go over the roots a couple of times just to make sure like it stays in place, and then I work my way down. And once I get to the area that has like a little bit of bulk where the lock in my hair is, I make sure I spread this out so that I can cover all the areas and of course hide the red of my hair. So once I get to the end, I just go ahead and I wrap back upwards. so that I make sure it does not unravel, because we don't want that. Alright, so this is pretty much how it looks once I finish wrapping my hair in the lock. And then I take my little trusty lighter here and I just light it up. And that is pretty much it. There are some, I will say, that, you know, have like that little bit of bulkiness. And like I said, that was before I discovered like this different method. So I do have some in the back that have like a bit of a bulk, but it's honestly not that bad. It doesn't bother me that much. But the front, I did try my very best to have them as seamless as possible. And that is pretty much it. It's really easy. It's really simple. It's just, you just got to take the time to wrap it, especially if your hair is a different color than the lock, like mine is. If it's the same color, then it's fine. If it peeks through, it's fine. It's the same color. However, I don't have that luxury. So just make sure you take the time to really wrap it so that it doesn't show. All right, just to go over it one more time, you're going to hook your hair onto the crochet hair. You're going to slide it up about halfway at least, and then you're going to twist your hair with the crochet hair. You're going to twist down all the way until your hair ends, and then at the end of your hair, you're going to just go over it and overlap so that it doesn't come loose. And then after that, you're going to get your kinky hair and just start wrapping your hair. And make sure at the root you just overlap a little bit so that it's secure, and then you just work your way down until you don't have any more hair. And remember, when you get to the part where you have that little bit of bulkiness where your hair meets with the crochet hair, just open it up a little bit so that you can cover everything up if you have colored hair like mine. And that is pretty much it. And then once you finish wrapping it up, when you get at the very end, you're going to just wrap back upwards just to, you know, go over everything and make sure it's good. And then you're going to get your trusty little lighter and go over it just to make sure it doesn't unravel. And that is pretty much it. All right, so I'm pretty much done. And this is how long the hair is. For reference, I'm 5'1", so it's literally it's touching my thighs. So it is pretty long. And like I said, it does have these little curly ends. So once I finish this, I'm going to put my mousse to make sure everything is nice and smooth. So the mousse that I'm using is the Shine and Jam. Oh yeah, I know I'm heavy-handed, so you know, you don't have to use as much, but sure I do. Okay, so once the mousse has dried, this is how it looks. Honestly, really love the color. I love the change. I like how it looks. And now some things I will mention, because like I said, I've had this in for a couple of days actually, because I ran out of hair. Y'all don't even know about all that stuff. So I will say this is a little bit heavy, and I live in Florida. The heat is kicking it right now, okay? It's really hot, extremely hot. So that could also factor into it, but it's a little bit heavy. So keep that in mind. And then also another thing, you see how the curly ends right here? You can actually cut this, and I actually did that. So I think I'm gonna go in and cut some of the curly ends just to make it a little bit lighter and get like a different type of look. However, on its own, you know, the little goddess look also looks pretty good. And then I will say I did experience some tangles, and mostly like with the curly bits, which is probably why I'll go ahead and I'll cut them. But if you don't mind that, and if you like all of that, then I'll definitely say go ahead and keep it like this, because this on its own is also okay. So that's pretty much it about the hair. And one of the good things about this style is the fact that I can do this style with no retwist. You do not need a retwist. If you have one, okay, but you do not need a retwist for this style. And personally, I really love that. But that's pretty much it for this tutorial, you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.